Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravilla. So paano na yan mga DDS? Tuloy ang impeachment laban kay Sara Duterte. Walang TRO. Denied yung TRO. Ayan ang balita dito sa Philippine Star. Supreme Court denies BP Sara plea to stop impeachment proceedings. Tuloy ang bloodbath. You see, mga kababayan, malinaw po ang kwento. Walang TRO. The Supreme Court has not issued a temporary restraining order on the impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte. This comes after Duterte filed a petition for certiorari and prohibition with a request for an urgent temporary restraining order to prevent the House Committee on Justice from further acting on the impeachment complaints filed against her. Malata kasi, mga kababayan, kasi yung mga members ng Supreme Court, karamihan dyan mga appointee ni Digong. Kung pagbibigyan yung kailingan for a TRO, mga kababayan, halatado ng masyado. O di ba? Siyempre, magdadalang hiya din yung Supreme Court. Noong una, sinakluluan na sila. Sumaklolo kay Sara Duterte, tiniknikal mga kababayan. Ngayon, yung petisyon nila na pinaboran ng Supreme Court mga kababayan, na kini-question nila yung minadali na impeachment complaint, inakyat agad sa Senado. Ngayon na binibigyan ng due process, the right to be heard sa Congress pa lang, may petition na naman si Sara para itigil na mismo yung due process. Saan ka pulutin na ganyan, mga kababayan? Na klaseng paninindigan. So kahit yung Supreme Court po, nalito. Ano baya ang gusto ninyo? Noon na minadali, galit kayo. Ngayon na sinunod yung gusto ninyo, galit pa rin kayo. Di ba? Gusto pong i-TRO. Kaya sabi po ni House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability Chair Joel Chua, the impeachment proceedings niya against Vice President Sara Duterte will move forward after the Supreme Court did not issue a temporary restraining order. Tinabla ng Supreme Court si BP Sara, ibig sabihin tuloy ang impeachment. The Supreme Court did not issue a temporary restraining order. This means there is no legal impediment to the ongoing impeachment proceedings. The House Committee on Justice will continue its works as mandated by the Constitution, sabi po ni Chua, na member po din ng Committee on Justice. Chua stressed that the committee remains respectful of the Supreme Court even as it proceeds with its constitutional mandate. We respect the Supreme Court and its processes. At the same time, the House is duty-bound to proceed unless restrained by the Supreme Court. This reflects institutional balance, not conflict sa paliwanag po niya, mga kababayan. The filing niya of a petition does not automatically stop proceedings. The absence of a TRO underscores that accountability mechanisms remain in motion. He emphasized that the committee is currently focused on determining probable cause, not adjudicating guilt. The committee is in the stage of determining probable cause. Proceedings are evidence-based, document-driven, and rules-based. This is not trial, it is preliminary constitutional process. Dagdag pa ni Chua na ang Vice Presidente niya continues to have the opportunity to respond to allegations. The Vice President has full opportunity to answer allegations in the proper forum. Due process is being observed at every stage. Chua also underscored the public's right to be informed as the proceedings move forward. The people expect transparency on issues raised. The House process ensures the facts are examined in an orderly and accountable manner, sabi po ni Chua. O, di ba? Hindi dapat yung ginagawa ng mga abogado ni Sara Duterte, napakarami niyang mga abogado. Magsalita kayo doon sa hearing ng Kongreso, hindi yung sige pa presko ninyo. Di ba? Tulad po ni POA, ang ginawa ng kampo ni Sara, nagpa-presko, imbis sagutin mga kababayan. Yung mga aligasyon doon mismo sa justice panel, ayaw kasing matanong. Gusto nila hindi tinatanong. Gusto nila sila lang yung nagsasalita. Hindi ba po pwede ang ganun po? Tapos pa-interview sa SMNI na kasabwat nila. Propaganda dito, propaganda doon. Fake news dito, fake news doon ang mga DDS influencers. Yun mga kababayan yung kanilang pinagagawa. O ngayon, si POA, mga kababayan, parte ng defense team ni Sara Duterte, sinamo na rin po ng ng justice panel. Yung nagpa-presscon po, imbes na mag-attend ng hearing, nagpa-presscon, hindi pumunta mga kababayan. O ngayon, sinamon. Yan sabi dito, the House Committee on Justice has ordered the appearance of Vice President Sara Duterte's counsel, Attorney Michael Wesley POA, to testify on matters tied to the use of confidential funds at the Department of Education during his stint as Chief of Staff. In a subpoena ad testificandum, the panel directed POA to attend the hearing on April 14, next week po, 10 o'clock in the morning. You are hereby directed to appear before the Committee on Justice on April 14, 2026. Sabi po ng Justice Panel. Relating to the use and liquidation of confidential funds by the said department sa DepEd po. And to submit the following documents submitted to the Commission on Audit relevant to the use and liquidation of confidential funds by DepEd. The directive forms part of the proceedings on the verified impeachment complaints against Duterte filed by Father Sabalia and others, endorsed by ML Party List Representative Laila de Lima, and endorsed by a separate complaint by Attorney Nathaniel Cabrera, endorsed by Manila Representative Benny Abante and Congressman Paulo Ortega of La Union. A warning was likewise issued. Failure to comply with this order is subject to penalty under the law. The subpoena was issued on March 31 under the authority of the Committee on Justice, Chairperson Jinky Luistro, and Speaker Faustino D., with attestation by Secretary General Attorney Cheloy Garafil. Hindi na kayo pwede na magpalusot. Iko-contempt kayo ng House panel pag hindi kayo nag-attend. Puro kayo palusot. Sagutin ninyo ng matino yung mga tanong. Gusto-gusto ninyo magpa-presscon kasi walang cross-examination sa walang cross-examination sa interview. And most of the time, yung pa-interview ninyo, limitado yung tanong. May may orientation muna. Ang tanongan niya hindi ilalampas dito. Ino-orient at yung ini-invite po yung mga kakampi lang na reporters at vloggers. Pag hindi kakampi, walang tanong-tanong, sabi ni Sara. Ngayon, sabi naman po ni Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Ridon, with no temporary restraining order issued on the impeachment proceedings against Sara Duterte, see you on April 14, sabi ni Terry Ridon. Sabi naman ni mamamayang Liberal Party List Representative Laila de Lima, akala siguro nila yung Supreme Court ay Sara's Court, yung SC ay Sara's Court, na pwede nilang laging takbuhan para pagtakpan ang kaduwagan at pagtakas sa pananagutan. Malamang yun ang kanilang iniisip. Kasi karamihan sa mga members ng the justices ng Supreme Court, appointed ni Digong. Di ba, mga kababayan? Sabi naman po ni Congressman Joel Chua ng Maynila, ang impeachment ay hindi distraction. Ito ay paganda sa tamang pagpili sa 2028. Chua maintained that the process ensures that candidates face the electorate with credibility and accountability, reinforcing the public's ability to make informed choices. Correct. Kaya importante na humarap si Sara Duterte kasi kung wala siyang bahid ng korupsyon, dapat panindigan niya yung bloodbath. Huwag siyang umiwas sa pagtatanong ng Kongreso at lalo na po sa impeachment trial sa Senado. Huwag dapat siyang umiwas. Iyan problema. Dito pa lang sa Congress, umiiwas na siya. At never na sinagot, mga kababayan, in-engage ng kanyang mga abogado, yung mga articles of impeachment. Walang sinagot ni isang tanong. Ni isa doon, mga kababayan, sa articles of impeachment. Wala silang ipinaliwanag. So masyadong halatado, mga kababayan. At tumakbo sa Supreme Court para itigil yung hearing ng Congress. Anong klaseng mga taong ito, mga kababayan? Ayaw ng accountability. So kung ayaw na ng accountability, hindi siya dapat tumakbo sa anumang public office. Magpribado siya. Doon na lang siya sa mga companies niya, mga kababayan. Sarili niyang pera ang hahawakan niya. Hindi yung pondo from the taxes of the Filipino people. Ganon lang yon. Yes, sabi ni Joel Chua, hindi po pwedeng ipagpaliban ang pananagutan dahil lang sa mga krisis. Crisis reveals leadership, kaya malaga ang accountability ngayon. Ginagawa pong scapegoat, ginagawang sangkalan po para makalusot sila sa accountability na dapat, sabi ng mga propagandista nilang mga DDS influencers, bakit niyang tutok, impeachment pa rin, na may krisis tayo na dapat tinututukan? Palusot pa kayo. May tumututok sa krisis. Ang Justice Panel may mandato. Ang Congress may mandato. Pero, ganun pa man, hindi nagpabaya yung Congress. Ipinasa yung mga dapat na legislation para i-address yung krisis sa Middle East. Ganon. Sabi ni Chua, sabi dito, Chua rejected the notion that the government must choose between addressing the impeachment case and responding to oil crisis. We have to address both issues, sabi po niya. Because to choose one from the other, parang sinasabi natin na tigilan na natin ang investigasyon. Chua warned that halting the impeachment process would amount to evading accountability rather than solving the crisis at hand, stressing that accountability niya should not be sacrificed in the name of urgency. For Chua, the impeachment proceedings are directly tied to the broader question of leadership in public trust, especially with the 2028 elections on the horizon. The issue here is accountability and fitness to serve, sabi po ni Chua. Chua added that the process is not merely legal in nature but also to test of the leader's conduct, competence, and integrity. The issue here is the conduct, the fitness to serve, sabi po ni Chua. Chua also said the proceedings could ultimately benefit those facing allegations as it provides an opportunity to clear their names ahead of any future political bid. Mas maganda na tumakbo siya na walang siyang baggage at walang issue na mababato sa kanya. Correct. Para tuloy-tuloy yung kanyang pagkandidato at lalo pang tumaas yung kanyang ang kanyang ratings at siguradong panalo. Kaya lang nakikita nila pag naipresenta yung ebidensya, mahirapan yung defense. na idepensa si Sara Duterte kasi guilty. At pag naipresenta na mga kababayan yung mga ebidensya, malamang bumulosok lalo yung ratings ni Sara kasi mapapatunayan na talaga pong nakalunok. At yung mga chichirya po na mga pangalan, ang totoong identity noon, si Chucky man lang. Yun ang kinakakatakutan ng kampo ni Sara Duterte. Di ba? Kaya umiiwas sila at nagpapasaklolo sa Supreme Court. Yun ang malinaw po. O ngayon, pati pala yung NBI chief, sinobpena na rin po. Yan sabi dito. The House Committee on Justice has subpoenaed National NBI Director Attorney Melvin Matibag, ordering him to appear before lawmakers and turn over records of the Bureau's investigation into the alleged threats to kill made by Sara Duterte against President Bongbong Marcos, Lisa Marcos, saka ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. In a subpoena ad testificandum et doses tecum, the panel directed Matibag to attend its hearing on April 14. The House panel specifically required NBI to produce duly certified copies of all records of the NBI's investigation into the threats made by Sara. It also sought certified true copies of all documents, photographs gathered in the course of the above-mentioned investigation. According to the order that the documents are needed for the committee to be apprised of the outcome of the NBI investigation and the information and evidence gathered by NBI in the course of the investigation. Rimate na po, mga kababayan. Doon pa lang po sa pagbabanta sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, talagang guilty si Sara Duterte. Anim po yung articles of impeachment. Isa lang doon ang mapatunayan siya. Impeach na siya, mga kababayan. At conviction. Once na patunayan yon sa mismong trial ng Senado. At pag inakwit sa lakas ng ebidensya ng Senado, si Sara Duterte, damay ang mga senador. Isusumpa ng ating mga mamamayang Filipino, itong mga senador na boboto para iakwit si Sara Duterte. Yan po ang malinaw niyan. Kaya ayaw nila paabutin mga kababayan sa trial sa Senado. O di ba noon, na trial sa Senado, gustong ipa-dismiss? Wala pang trial, dismiss na agad. You see? Ganun kalakas ng ebidensya kasi mga kababayan. At dito, nasa investigasyon pa lang, hearing ng Justice Panel, gusto nang ipatigil ng kampo ni Sara Duterte, tumakbo sa Supreme Court. Yan mga kababayan, ang mismong basihan na masasabi natin napakalakas ng ebidensya laban kay Sara Duterte. O, nagpalabas na rin pala si Batangas Representative Jinky Luistro, chairperson ng Justice Panel. We maintain our position that all proceedings of the House Committee on Justice are fully constitutional, underscoring that the panel is strictly following the rules of the House, the Constitution, and relevant Supreme Court rulings. She emphasized that the proceedings are fair, orderly, and evidence-based with full respect for due process. Sabi ni Jinky Luistro, in the absence of the TRO, the committee will proceed as scheduled, adding that lawmakers remain committed to carrying out their constitutional mandate without delay. The House impeachment proceedings are constitutional, rules-based, and anchored on accountability. The issues being raised are largely technical in nature, stressing that the focus should be on the public's right to demand accountability from officials. What we must emphasize is the substantive right of the Filipino people to demand accountability. Impeachment is a constitutional mechanism designed precisely to ensure that high officials answer serious allegations, sabi po ni Luistro. Public office demands accountability. Those facing allegations must given the opportunity to explain and be heard. Hindi pwedeng magpaliwanag si Sara sa media. Hindi pwede. Paliwanag siya sa Congress. The Congress of the People. Yon ang tamang forum, mga kababayan. Ang pagpa-interview at mga press releases ni Sara ay hindi sapat. Kasi doon, mga kababayan, walang cross-examination. Ang sasabihin lang niya yung gusto niyang sabihin. At malinaw na paglihis sa accountability. Ang ginagawa nila paglason sa isipan ng mga tao, iniiba yung kwento. Ngayon, doon sa petition ni Sara Duterte, sabi ni Luis Tro, the recent move by the Vice President camp was not unexpected. What's not unexpected, sabi niya, at any stage of impeachment proceedings, it is always possible for parties to elevate issues before the courts. She expressed confidence that the committee's actions would stand up to scrutiny. We anticipated this and remain confident that the committee's action will withstand scrutiny. This process is not about politics, it is about upholding the Constitution and ensuring that no one is above accountability. Correct. Kaya tama na pong palusot. Harapin na ang mga kaso. Yan ang dapat, mga kababayan, para kung wala siyang kasalanan, di malinis po yung kanyang pangalan. Ganun lang yon. Dinbuelo siya na kumandidato sa pagka-presidente. Yan kung makakandidato pa siya at manalo. Di ba? Hindi pwede na ililabel nila na itong accountability mechanism, politika na. Kayo yung walang tigil sa politika. Ang layo-layo pa. Tagal-tagal pa ng election, 2 years away pa. Sige na ang kampanya, nag-declare na agad na kakandidato sa pagkapangulo para isipin ng mga tao, pinopolitika siya. Yung walang tigil sa pamumulitika. Di ba po? Yung ating Pangulo, tutok na tutok sa trabaho. Di ba? Tapos pinapakalat pa ng mga minions nila na mamamatay na yung ating Pangulo. Tapos sabi, within the month o in the next month, susumpa na daw si Sara as president. Nangangarap kayo ng gising. Anyway, pag nangarap kayo ng gising, bangungot ng impeachment ang iyong kakarapin. Yan po ang totoo niyan. Sa mga naghanap ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, PLDT, Aleco Bills, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Landco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Chilon Maravillas. Contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Pati mga foreigners po, tingnan ninyo. Mga British tourists sila. Ang lalaki ng katawan na, mga kababayan, nag-gym sa amin. Ito naman po, Indian National. Ito mga mga European sila. Ito naman yung bago naming product na binibenta online, Eye Glow Serum. Whitening po siya galing sa South Korea. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect entrepreneur, Riz Maravillas. For inquiries, look for Riz Maravillas on FB. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid sa mga pulses and other affected area. Mainam po sa mga pains at paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application. Anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Ito naman po yung bagong product naming binibenta online. I am amazing, worldwide amazing pure organic barley powdered drink mix from Australia. Mainam po ito sa mga cancer patients. Tingnan ninyo po itong isang cancer survivor po. Cancer free na siya ngayon. Si Yolitan, ovarian cancer survivor po. Barley did not just save my life, it gave me a new life, sabi po niya. In 2019, Yoli faced the fight for her life. Through surgery and harsh chemotherapy, I am worldwide amazing pure organic barley became her source of strength. It boosted her immune system when she needed it most and gave her the energy to keep going. 100% organic siya, immune system booster, trusted by survivors. For your inquiries and orders, dumiretso na lang po kayo sa aking anak na architect entrepreneuris Maravillas. Sa mga mahilig naman po sa mga imported bags and wallets, dumiretso na lang kayo kay Ma'am Eileen Rosales. Eileen Closet po, nakabase siya sa Amerika. Yan yung kanyang online selling po. Pwede kayong manood sa kanya every Sunday, 7 o'clock in the evening, Philippine time. Sa mga mahilig naman po magpa-spa, try niyo po dito sa Pamper City by OMG. Matatagpuan po sa Asiana City, Parañaque City, Metro Manila. Pamper City by OMG, your luxury escape. Yan po. O diba, napakaganda.